Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my first impressions of Gleipnir. Apologies if I've pronounced that incorrectly. This is by Sun Takeda. I have only read the first volume digitally, as it was part of one of the Kodansha Humble Bundles back at the end of 2020. This has, I don't know, like 9 volumes or something like that. I don't remember. But it was very popular. I think it had an anime last year, and so many people were talking about it. It does have a physical release, so if you only want to read physical manga, you can purchase this physically through Kodansha, or you can purchase it digitally if you're not interested in taking up some shelf space. This is one that I would never have read. Just not, it didn't sound super interesting to me. I appreciated that other people were enjoying it, but I wouldn't have ever read it had it not been included in the Humble Bundle. But I'm glad I did. I enjoyed this first volume. I was actually quite surprised at how much I liked it. And I wish that more of it was included in the bundle, but I know that the point was to give me a taste of it so I then go out and purchase more. But yeah, basically, we follow... forgotten his name already. I literally just looked it up. I think it's Shuichi or Shinichi, but I think it's Shuichi. Apologies if I am incorrect. I just looked at it and it's out of my brain. He has the power to turn into this like mascot dog looking monster dude with a zipper on his back. He saves this girl from killing herself, and she, for some reason, decides to open the zipper and then climb inside of him, which they then realize that they get like superhuman strength when she climbs inside his mascot body thing. And so they team up and they're fighting monsters or something, and they're trying to find... there are other people that have various powers where they can turn into various monsters, not specifically like him, but just kind of in general. So they're fighting other people. She's trying to find her older sister, who I guess can turn into a monster as well, and murdered their parents. So he's trying to help her with that, I guess. And this first volume, you don't really get much, but what I did get was exciting. I was captivated. The art was pretty cool. It was fun. I can see why people were, really hooked on this. It's got some interesting art. So there's our main character there. It was fun. I feel like if I find the there's some pretty nice like nature kind of countryside scenes as well, which is not what I was expecting. But anyway, if I do find a good deal on the physical volumes, I may very well purchase them in the future. This is certainly not high on my priority list, but I did enjoy this far more than I was expecting to. And it deals with him kind of grappling with his feelings about being able to turn into this monster, and not really knowing what that's about or who to talk to about it. And then this girl who he saves sees this side of him and he's nervous about it. And then, it ends up being something that can help her. And so, it's an interesting kind of dynamic between the two of them. And I think it's worth reading more of at some point. It's not high on my priority list right now. But I don't have too much to say other than this is a series that I typically would not have gone near, but I actually quite enjoyed it. So if you're someone like me who reads a lot of the same kind of series that I do, and this is not something that's been on your radar, it might actually be worth checking out. It is pretty violent, but it kind of deals with like monstrous urges, because while he's still in his human form, he kind of feels these like monstrous tendencies as well. There is fan service in this as well, certainly, but it also has an anime, so I mean, if you're more interested in checking that out, then maybe do that instead. But yeah, if you have any other recommendations of similar series, I would like to hear them because this was a surprise to me that I actually enjoyed this volume because I wasn't expecting to. But yeah, thanks for watching.